Hi guys, so welcome back to another exhilarating episode of Two Wacky Pundits, Dr. D and Dr. A.
Howdy.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about something that probably a lot of us are desperate and drooling for and craving.
Near and dear to our hearts as well.
As well. Traveling, okay?
Yes.
So, in essence, like, what is the actual value of traveling? What does it provide? I mean, what's your thought on this?
I haven't
Start
done it
with
in
you.
6 years, first of all.
6 years now already?
It's been 6 years now since
I've been 2 years and I'm already itching thanks to this fucking pandemic.
And believe me, I'm really gagging for it
We all are.
at this
trust
point.
me. So,
The last time that I traveled to France, I think, before the Bataclan massacre.
just before?
Just before the Bataclan massacre.
All right.
And we escaped that whole
By how many days?
by a few days. It was about 4 days, I think.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way. I was like 2 hours away from being smack bang in the middle of the Brussels airport attack.
I remember.
We're now talking about the disadvantages of traveling because we had near escapes with terrorism attacks, both of us. But at the end of the day, so I was just saying off camera to Alan that in the past, when I was still a kid, I used to say, "Oh, what's the value of traveling? You know, it's better to spend your money on stuff and you know just use it." But then, when I kind of, matured a little bit more, and I started going on a few trips, at first pretty much to the UK, mainly shopping trips and seeing my family and stuff. But I started getting the taste for it, you know. And the most important thing, though, is that you really, really open your eyes to what's happening in other parts of the planet. You know, like, for example, different cultures and stuff like that. And I know it sounds all fucking cliche, but believe me, it does change someone's character.
It opens your mind as well.
Especially if you actually decide to pack up your shit and go live abroad for a while, even if it's 6 months or a year. You know, it does make a difference. Okay, in my case, it was like 7 years.
It teaches you that
But,
people are different and the same at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are different, but at the same time they have the same frailties, the same cruel.
Well, I wouldn't say
ways.
cruel. Let's.
When I spent 6 months in Holland, really, and the way some people treat you is not very different from the way Maltese people treat you.
No, but what you're talking about, Holland, here, and also Central Europe, so Germany, Belgium,
Brussels,
Holland, they are reserved.
very reserved.
But they are reserved not because they're snobbing out, and that's a difference from other places that I've been to. Okay, I'm not going to specify where. But once you start talking to them, and you just, you make the first step, and then they kind of fucking open up, and they really, I had a blast when I was my time I spent in Belgium. Did 2 years.
I had a good time in
No,
the
the people-
Netherlands, but for the other reasons.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I was there for work basically and
Yes.
studying. But in Belgium,
Yo, me too.
but it's like maybe the hospitality. But they are, as a culture, they are relatively reserved. And then you go to other places, like for example the Philippines,
Yeah.
and then just walk down the road and everybody's saying, "Hi Joe, good morning, good afternoon, good evening," you know.
Yes.
And then it's like completely opposite end of the spectrum
Yes.
compared to Western Europe or
that's completely different.
or States.
The further away you go.
So yeah, I do believe that traveling does have an effect. Like for example, this T-shirt, I got this, from where? From Ibiza. Now I'm not a clubbing guy, but I did a trip back in 2000 with some friends to Ibiza, and they had these clubs. They were just crazy. And this one, Manumission, is like a airport hangar. And each and every time I went to a club, everybody's coming to me asking for drugs. It happened to me in Ibiza. It happened to me in Belgium. It happened to me in UK. It happened to me. I don't know. I mean,
It's like
I have the-
advertising something.
I do fucking nothing. I just go there and hang out, and probably they see
Maybe
I'm
it's
a
code.
little bit
Maybe
older.
it's a cipher for
No, I don't
drug
know.
dealer.
No, I remember one guy was in this club. This wasn't in Ibiza. It was in the UK. I said, "Oh, mate, I'm like, are you the guy I get my drugs from?" And I told him, "No, I'm off duty right now. Sorry." You were just actually true. I wasn't lying because I was working in pharmacies at the time. So, but you get this experience, you know, and some really cool anecdotes. Well, we have lots of anecdotes at least.
Yeah, it's too
On
too
that.
many.
But
Very
I
fun.
really do believe that traveling really, you learn a lot. It's not just from the textbooks that you learn stuff. A lot of the material that you get that helps you in life as well
Yes.
is from interacting with people from different cultures, going to their place, see how they do things, learn from them.
Can change your morality, can change your
Absolutely,
attitude
yeah,
to life.
perspective on life. Absolutely, yes.
It can cure you of certain depressions or maladies that you have,
Yes.
or give you new ones.
And even actually planning for the trip, and it's like, you know, going for like an adventure, so to speak, without having to do like rock climbing or stuff like that. I mean,
No.
that's not
Nothing
my
like
thing.
that, nothing like that.
But some people actually travel to be able to do this stuff.
Yeah. Skiing.
But
and
we're not
all that
adrenaline junkies.
stuff. No,
We're definitely not.
no.
But yeah, I mean, I do believe that it does change someone's perspective on life, and especially if you spend time away, a few years, traveling around.
You start to examine
you come back.
the sexual mores, for instance, of different countries.
The what?
The sexual mores
So,
of different countries. Or let's
All
just
right.
leave it there.
you have one type of itinerary. I have another. Mine is more generic. But yeah, I mean, guys, I'm pretty sure that once this pandemic is over, not only will there be a recoup in the
I hope so, man. I
tourism
hope
business,
so. I hope so.
but it's going to be like people are going to be overwhelmed. Those that have survived the pandemic
Yes.
economically. But because everybody's desperate right now.
Everybody's just so frustrated. And,
I mean, it's
and
come to the point now, I just read today, that they're actually giving out vouchers to foreigners who are trying to come over.
Yes, 200 euros. So
100,
a pop,
200 euros is crazy.
to make them to
So
give
if they
them
come
an
to the
incentive.
rock, we'll give you money. I was like, what the fuck, man? Crazy. I think no other country is doing it right now.
Malta is a pioneer.
Maybe
Malta.
Japan is doing that. Japan did do something that if you go over there, they give you some form of financial incentives. One way or another.
I knew this government
Yeah.
has done a pretty nasty things, but it's done some very
Again, I'm not going to
Good
go down
things
the
as well.
politics road online. Remember our alarm bells.
alarm bells should be ringing right now.
So,
Yes.
okay. So, guys, I think that's it for today.
Thank you for listening.
Again, comments, please, down below. If you agree, if you don't agree, places you've been, if you've learned anything, if you haven't, if you think we're talking crap, please let us know.
Yes.
No problem. So, from now until next time, take care, guys.
May your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.